Treyarch has officially responded to the Black Ops 6 Zombies hate on their Call of Duty podcast and has announced a multitude of changes coming towards the launch for Black Ops 6 Zombies. And the first one being that Liberty Falls is getting an absolute massive change with its ambience.
Has the Zombies team made any changes to Liberty Falls since we first saw it at COD Next?
Yes. Short answer, yes.
Next question.
The Liberty Falls that everyone saw at Call of Duty Next was work in progress, right? That map was still months away at the time from launch. And so the Zombies team has continued to iterate on Liberty Falls since then. And the visual tone and sort of the look and feel are now a bit moodier.
Cool.
Than what people saw in the work in progress version Call of Duty Next. So that's very exciting. And there are some atmospheric elements that people did not see at Next because at the time we had the main quest and the Easter eggs disabled for broadcast.
No spoilers.
We didn't want to spoil it.
Now, this is an amazing thing because of the fact that so many people were upset with the launch of Liberty Falls, including a lot of the diehard COD Zombies community. And I think that really comes from the COD Next podcast showing the multiplayer map of Liberty Falls and then showing the Zombies gameplay on top of it. And it really didn't give that much of a difference. And now it is unbelievable because they did confirm that the version of Liberty Falls that was shown on COD Next was a unfinished build. Now, I kind of find it interesting because I don't know if they're just like sort of taking the community reaction and going with it and trying to improve on that, because I know a lot of people are saying that we should have expected that the COD Next build was unfinished, but then again, we have never had a Zombies launch reveal where they have shown unfinished gameplay towards us. Usually, if we take a game like Black Ops 4, it took a long time for us to even see some pre-alpha gameplay well after the launch was already decided. So the fact that Liberty Falls is getting a massive ambience change, and they have confirmed that a lot of the details of the map were not shown at COD Next because of the Easter eggs on the map, makes me a lot more excited for the map, because genuinely, I just think they shouldn't have even bothered showing it. If anything, they should have just kept it at the 17-minute footage reel that they had for Terminus that they gave out to all the zombie YouTubers and just left it at that. Now, another massive change that's coming to Black Ops 6 Zombies is that the HUD elements are being changed, and they actually told us to look out for some upcoming Call of Duty blogs. And this is huge because if I were to give you probably the two biggest things that people were upset about, Treyarch absolutely nailed here, being Liberty Falls that is getting a massive ambience upgrade and also the HUD changes.
A few of the HUD elements in Zombies are also getting touched up, which we'll be able to share a little bit more about as we get closer to launch. So make sure you look out for the upcoming COD blogs from the Call of Duty crew and the Zombies team to learn a little bit more.
And this is going to be really exciting now to compare the pre-finished build of Liberty Falls comparatively to what we are going to get at launch. And in my opinion, they don't really have to do too much. Even in my first COD Black Ops 6 Zombies video is doomed, I even said that it's not necessarily a bad thing that they have their HUD simplified. It's just that there is nothing that makes it unique and identifies it with Zombies. And honestly, when you look back at a lot of the old Treyarch footage of how they recreated a lot of old maps, they would take a photo and just touch it up in little tiny ways to make it a lot more amplified for the zombie audience. And so that is going to be exciting. And the third announcement that they made, which actually, honestly, to me, this is the biggest announcement of all of them, they are focusing 100% on round-based. This is absolutely massive because this confirms, in my opinion, that I don't think we will be seeing an open world or outbreak mode for Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, I hope that what I'm saying is the truth, because they could 180 and then just release another open world mode, but they have said that they want to focus on more round-based content, including in-game events or different Easter eggs. Now, this I find very fascinating because we've never really seen in-game events in Zombies. Is it going to really work like Fortnite, or how exactly is this going to work? And honestly, I think this is a great idea because zombies, when you actually think about it, it's kind of similar to a battle royale map where you can literally just keep adding different changes and different Easter eggs, and people are going to eat it up. And that's exactly really what Fortnite has been doing for so many years, adding in all these different events and all these different bosses and all these different islands and all this different stuff. And that would be amazing in a zombies map where once you play it, it actually is a constantly progressively changing map. And so this to me is nothing but a W. I am genuinely incredibly happy that Treyarch decided to do this because, again, they did not have to do this. They could have just went radio silent to launch, and the fact that they're actually coming out and saying something when we are only under 3 weeks away is definitely a great call, and this restores a lot of my faith with Black Ops 6 Zombies. I really hope to see an amazing finished version of Liberty Falls, and I hope Treyarch takes this really as a lesson to not try and show unfinished footage of zombie maps, because I mean, we didn't even know at the time. I don't know if they ever made it clear at the COD Next event that the footage was unfinished, but it makes a lot of zombie players very upset because of the fact that they've waited 4 years for such an amazing round-based experience to return, and then when you're showing a lot of multiplayer type of footage, it definitely rubs fans in the wrong way. And so that is why I'm extremely excited just to see what Treyarch is going to be able to cook up with. And it's interesting because they also didn't announce any gameplay changes for Black Ops 6 Zombies either, and that I find very interesting because they are waiting for players to actually play Black Ops 6 Zombies at launch. The only thing they've really announced is that they are aesthetically changing the mode back to what it originally once was, which is very exciting. Honestly, when you look back at a lot of the greatest zombies maps with some of the greatest ambience, and I've said this before, they were all made in under 12 months, and that type of ambience that they're able to just touch up and change, it makes the whole world of difference. It's literally just the tiny little details. Like, even when you think of a map like Transit, what would Transit be without the fog or the lava or the denizens or the Avogadro? Every single one of these aspects is what creates its identity. And so this is a very big thing. And I want to give a lot of feedback as well towards their new changes because it's feedback like this that makes the products great. In my opinion, the harshest criticism can come from the most die-hard of fans. And in my opinion, if we take a look at something like the Sonic movie, for example, if the fans weren't so harsh initially about the original design of Sonic, then we wouldn't have had any of the amount of movies that we've recently have, especially with the hype that's building for the new Sonic 3 movie. And so this is just the exact same thing that we're seeing with Treyarch here, and this genuinely gets me excited. I really hope that they try and put a massive focus on in-game playable events, a lot of free content, and just making sure that zombie players are actually enjoying the game. This definitely has restored a lot of my hype and definitely has made me a lot more excited because Black Ops 6 Zombies, I will say I was mainly just looking towards Terminus, but now I will give Liberty Falls a definite chance and see how much they can improve on the map. Now, again, they have done a lot of unfinished stuff in the COD Next build, like with the power-ups on the perks, and the perks being all, whatever, all janky, and the map not necessarily looking as zombified as it should. So, again, we are only 3 weeks until launch. I do want to expect a lot, but again, we are very close. So I do want to sort of give a realistic outpoint on this and let people know that I don't want them to expect massive changes. Now, again, I think for the HUD elements, they really don't have to do much to make it look zombified. And the greatest thing with Treyarch is they have so many examples now that are on the internet that people can look up and actually use towards the in-game mode. And that makes me excited because, I mean, Treyarch has taken influence from all sorts of things. Even in Black Ops 6, the Wonder Bar Gobblegum, the Gobblegum that gives you a free wonder weapon from the box, is literally a Gobblegum that was first made in Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies. So they have taken a lot of influence, and the fact that they're announcing this to me is nothing but a W, and I hope that the success and the help that they try and actually publicize from Treyarch is more publicized than the hatred, because a lot of the times, obviously, the fans hate, and that is what usually people look up to the most. And so I hope this time people can look at the solutions more than the actual hatred. But ladies and gentlemen, I did hope you enjoy. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys are thinking about how Treyarch is going to save Black Ops 6 Zombies, specifically with Liberty Falls, and I'll see y'all in that next one.